Well, good morning from the forge. It's a beautiful, cool day in here in North Carolina. Had a cold front move through yesterday, and that's okay because we've had 2 or 3 days where it threatened to rain, and it did rain, and it didn't rain, and then it did rain. And I just wish it would make up its mind. But it's a little cool this morning. That's okay. Gonna build a fire. Got a little special project gonna do start with. This is what we're using. This is 1084. It's 1/4 inch thick. I've already done a little bit of the preform on it. I'm going to be forging a blade for a veteran's benefit. I'm going to try to make a nice Bowie with sort of a long clip point. Don't want too much curve in it. What's going to be different on this one is usually I try to forge to finish. I'm not really worried about forging to finish because I'm going to grind this blade to a high satin, and I'm going to do some etch work on it. I'm going to do some scroll work on the blade and try to make something really special for them. But anyway, that's our project for this morning. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're starting out with a piece of 1084, a 1/4 inch thick, and I've put a center punch mark right there, and that's going to be where I go to the power hammer here, and that's where I'm going to start setting down to make the tang of this blade. I don't want the blade to be terribly long on this one. I don't know, 7 inches or so is about what I want for the blade length. So I'm going to have to force this back part down quite a bit. And that's fine. I'll end up trimming it before I actually go to the grinder. And I'll keep back the little cut off from the end and make another blade out of it one day. But right now we're just forging down the tang. My hammer's not acting quite right. I need to do some tuning on this power hammer. Let's see. Yep, draw it down a little more. Try to keep things straight and in line, make it easier later. That's not too bad. That's a little thicker than 1/4 inch, but that'd be fine too. I'm going to end up grinding a lot anyway. Just even things out. Now, if you're hearing clicking in the background, it's the dog walking around on the hardwood floor. And that's fine too. Just going to put a reverse curve in the blade. So when we forge the bevels out, it'll straighten the curve out. Like I said, I'm not worried about forging really close to finish on this because I've got a lot of grinding to do. We'll start working our bevels in. You know, a smart blacksmith would probably make a set of tongs that would fit his stock, but yeah, well, I just can't be bothered to take the time to do it. That's okay. Start at the heel of the blade and forge in that bevel. I don't want the bevel to go too far up on the blade, so I'm only pulling it down, let's say, the bottom third is actually where I'm pulling the steel down to make the bevel. That'll change a little in the grind, but not too much. And just work it out. Try to keep things as even as I can. I'll be leaving the edge thick so I can make sure to get the shape I want. And that'll be fine. Try to even things up a little. Almost out at the tip. Work that bevel from one side and then the other and try to keep it even. I really don't want to, I want to establish my bevels well I don't want to have to just go grind bevels in. That would take out the whole purpose of forging the blade. But I do want my edges left thick enough to be able to take quite a bit of meat off in the grind. And like I said, this has got to be finished to at least a high satin because of the etching I want to do. I'm not really crazy about that, the way that tip is, but that's okay. I'll straighten things up a little bit. And that's looking pretty close to what I need for my forged out form for the grinder. Thanks for watching. All right, got that Bowie done. At least the easy part's done. On the grinder now, I'll trim this down to where I need it. It's a little bit long. It's going to be annealed, so it'll be easier to work with. I need to clean up the profile a little bit. I'm not super happy with this sweep point. I'll probably have to clean that up a little bit. I'd like for my clip to be shallower on this for this particular blade. But I've got my bevels established. It's started out about a 1/4 inch thick. It's a little over 3/16 now after all the hammering and the scale loss. We're going to go to probably about 3/16 in the grind. And then I'm going to do some a little bit of fancy acid etching and hopefully turn out a nice product to benefit some veterans. Anyway, if you're still here, thank you very much for watching. Be sure and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment in the comment section. We're pushing for that 1,000 subscriber mark. Got a blade I forged last video. When we can hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we're going to do a giveaway. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. God bless and have a great day.